Welcome students. In this video, we are going to revise the poem The Voice of the Rain from your book Hornbill, and this poem is written by Walt Whitman. So first of all, we'll know something about the poet. Born on Long Island, Whitman grew up in Brooklyn and received limited formal education. His occupations during his lifetime included printer, school teacher, reporter and editor. उन्होंने एक प्रिंटर की तरह काम किया, स्कूल टीचर की तरह रिपोर्टर और फिर एक एडिटर की तरह भी काम किया. विटमन्स सेल्फ पब्लिश्ड लीफ ऑफ ग्रास, ये इनका एक पोम्स का कंपाइलेशन था, was inspired in part by his travels through the American frontier and by his admiration of रैल्फ वाल्डो एमर्सन. ये भी एक राइटर हैं, इन्हीं से इंस्पायर्ड वर्क था वॉल्ट विटमन का. नाउ विल नो अबाउट द पोम विच वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी. द पोम रिप्रेजेंट्स अ डायलॉग बिटवीन द पोएट एंड द रेन. ये जो हमारी कविता है, दिस पोम रिप्रेजेंट्स अ डायलॉग बिटवीन द पोएट एंड द रेन. द पोएट आस्क्ड द रेन हु इट इज. The poet is asking a question here to the rain, and to his surprise, the rain answers his question. It declares that it is the poem of the earth. ये earth की poem है. It is never ending. It rises out of the land and from the endless sea and then ascends towards the heaven. क्या यहाँ पे है never ending? Rain. Rain calls itself never ending and says that it rises out of the land and from the endless sea and then ascends towards the heaven. Then it changes its form but retains its inner essence. ये अर्थ से चलती है हेवन की तरफ, बट फिर क्या होता है, उसके बाद ये इसका फॉर्म चेंज कर लेती है. इट चेंजेस इट्स फॉर्म बट रिटेन्स इट्स इनर एसेंस. बट जो रियलिटी होती है, जो बेसिक चीज होती है रेन की, वो बरकरार रहती है. It falls on the land to wash and bathe away dust and dross and refresh the land. And after that, in the form of rain, पानी गिरता है नीचे earth पे, and what happens? It washes and bathes away the dust and dross and refreshes the land. The seeds that were lying lifeless spring to life again. This is after rain only. जो seeds होते हैं earth में, मिट्टी के नीचे छुपे हुए होते हैं, once they get water, once they get rain, they are full of life. They are no more lifeless. The earth gives life to the rain and it returns life to earth. Our rain originates from earth. Earth से ही rain originate होती है, फिर ये वापस earth पे आती है and it gives life. It returns life to earth. It makes the world beautiful, pure and pristine again. ये दुनिया को, world को खूबसूरत बनाती है. कौन यहाँ पे? Rain. It means to say that rain which originates from earth, it comes back to earth and purifies it and beautifies it. In a way, it gives life to earth in the form of plants, in the form of vegetation and in the form of water bodies also, because water bodies are really very, very important for our survival. Like a song which originates from its birthplace, travels around the world, not caring whether it is heeded or not, comes back to its place of origin. Here, rain is compared to a सॉन्ग. जैसे कि कोई सॉन्ग होता है, वो अपनी ओरिजिन यानी कि बर्थ प्लेस से निकल के ट्रैवल करता है अराउंड द वर्ल्ड एंड कम्स बैक टू द हार्ट ऑफ दैट पोएट, या फिर जो सॉन्ग का ओरिजिनेटर है, जो मेकर है, उसके पास. सिमिलरली रेन ऑल्सो works like it originates from earth, then goes to heaven, and after heaven it comes back to earth again. The rain, after completing its work, comes back to earth, its place of love. Earth is place of love for rain. Now we come to the explanation part of the poem. It is, "And who art thou?" said I to the soft falling shower. Here the poet is telling that उसने question किया किससे? Rain से. The poet is asking a question here to the rain. Who art thou? Means who are you? Said I to the soft falling shower. मैंने कहा किससे? To the soft falling shower, which, strange to tell, gave me an answer, as here translated. And poet here continues that it is very strange that rain gave me an answer also, And I have translated the rain's answer here because obviously the language of rain is different. That is why the poet is telling here to us that I have translated here the answer given by the rain. The poet continues that the rain says, I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. Eternal I rise, impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea. The rain says, I am poem of earth. मैं earth का poem हूँ. Said the voice of the rain, eternal I rise. I am eternal. Eternal means something that is continuous, okay, without any break, something. Eternal I rise. I rise means from earth I rise. Impalpable. Impalpable means something that cannot be touched. Okay, something that cannot be touched, that thing is called impalpable. And rain calls itself impalpable because it is rising in the form of water vapors. Okay, कहाँ से? Out of the land and bottomless sea. कहाँ से originate होती है? कहाँ से rise होती है rain? Out of the land and bottomless sea. जो land पे यानी earth पे जो water होता है वो, and even bottomless sea also, water evaporates from there upward to heaven whence vaguely formed. Then where does the rain go? Upward to heaven whence vaguely formed, altogether changed and yet the same. Then where I go to heaven, then I vaguely form myself. Vaguely form means carelessly I take different forms. Altogether change, my form is changed and yet the same. But essence is same here, means originality, means the basic thing is same here. I descend to lave the draughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe. And rain continues. फिर rain कहती I descend. Descend means come down. I come down and what I do? I lave the draughts means I finish draught and atomies, dust layers of the globe. I wash away. Leave actually wash away. मैं draught means सूखा हटाती हूँ धरती से, and even I wash atomies, dust layers, whatever impurity is there in Earth's atmosphere. I clean everything. Globe here is Earth. Now see here, I would like to add, if you know water cycle clearly, then you will be able to understand what rain wants to tell us here. For example, what happens first of all when the water falls down on ground? Okay, this is ground, and here seeds are hidden. When they get rain, then only they are germinated, and this water all goes to this sea. Sea here is called bottomless. Okay, the water reaches to sea, and water from land and sea, it gets evaporated. Okay, because of this sun, it gets evaporated. Then after that what happens? Let us give a smile to sun. Then what happens? After reaching to heaven, this water vapor, because water gets upward in the form of water vapor, then this water vapor gets condensed and takes different shapes. Okay, जिसको यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है vaguely formed. Then what happens? Once it becomes heavy. अब यहाँ पे एक चीज हम ऐड कर सकते हैं, जैसे यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है ना कि all together changed and yet the same. All together the form of the water vapors is changed, but originality is that it is full of water only. ये ही water है जो यहाँ भी water था और यहाँ भी water ही था. Even water vapor के form में भी क्या था? Water ही था. Then it becomes heavy and again it falls down. So in a way you can see that it is just a cycle which keeps on running this way. Okay, this is called water cycle. Same thing is being explained in this poem by the poet here. So he says, altogether changed and yet the same, I descend to lave the draughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe. फिर रेन कहती है मैं आती हूँ धरती पे. Then what I do? When rain comes down on earth, then what she does? First of all, it washes everything. जो पहली बारिश होती है, it washes away all the impurities which are there in earth's atmosphere. Here it is written dust layer and atomies of the globe. Globe here is earth. Then rain continues, and all that is them without me were seeds only, latent, unborn. Rain says, if I don't come to earth, then what will happen? Whatever seeds are hidden under the earth, they will remain latent. Latent means hidden, unborn, and they will not germinate at all, because seeds need water to germinate, and in absence of rain they will not be getting this chance. And forever, by day and night, I give back life to my own origin. And rain says, I work day and night, because this process of water cycle is continued day and night. I give back life to my own origin. Origin here is earth. Rain says, I give life to my origin, means I give life to earth and make pure and beautify it. I clean also the atmosphere of earth, even I clean earth as well and beautify it. I make it beautiful. It is just because of rain that this earth becomes beautiful, green, full of life. For song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering, reckoned or unreckoned, duly with love returns. And rain, जिस तरीके से कोई भी सॉन्ग जो है अपने ओरिजिनेटर से, अपने बर्थ प्लेस से निकलता हुआ घूम घाम के पूरी दुनिया में फिर वापस आता है ओरिजिनेटर तक, सिमिलरली द रेन ऑल्सो, whether reckoned or unreckoned, whether called or not, whether welcomed or not, duly with love returns. Full of love, this rain returns and comes back to its origin, that is earth. ये बार बार एक क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है कि why are these last two lines kept in bracket at the end of the poem? So answer to this question is that these two lines are not the part of the conversation which this poem is about. Okay, ये conversation का part नहीं है, इसीलिए poet ने इन्हें अलग से रखा है. That was all for the poem. Now we'll see central idea. What the central idea of this poem is. The voice of the rain is a conversation between Walt Whitman, the poet, and the rain. As we discussed previously, the poet asked the rain as to who it was, what this rain is, or who this rain was. The poet is asking this question to the rain. Surprisingly, the rain answered that it is the poem of earth that rises out of land and bottomless sea, moves upward towards heaven, and then it descends on the earth. ये वही पूरा का पूरा water cycle है, the one which I explained you. It is the rain which gives life to the seeds. Obviously, we know this. The rain returns to its origin and beautifies it. किसको beautify करती है? Earth को. जहाँ भी origin की बात आएगी rain के, what is that? It's earth only. It is like a song that returns to its place of origin after fulfillment. After fulfillment means after wandering here and there, it comes back to its origin. Similarly, rain also works. Whitman, through this poem, highlights the importance of rain and the role it plays in nurturing and purifying the earth. अगर आपको central idea या theme लिखने को आता है, तो आप लिखेंगे that Whitman, through this poem, is trying to highlight the importance of rain and the role it plays in nurturing and purifying the earth. क्या role है rain का, वो बताया गया है. Now we'll discuss the poetic devices used throughout the poem. First we have personification. Although the rain is a non-living thing, the poet treats it like a living thing. So the rain has been personified as it has been given a voice. जैसा कि rain को एक voice दी गई है और rain ने यहाँ answer भी किया है. So rain has been treated here like a person. So figure of speech, personification. Second, we have metaphor. Here, the rain is compared to a poem of earth. Okay, so here comparison is there and there is a hidden similarity also, जो similarity की poem में discuss की गई है कि दोनों कोई poem भी और rain भी पूरी दुनिया घूम घाम के कहाँ आते हैं, वापस अपने originator के पास आते हैं, अपने origin पे आते हैं. So metaphor, figure of speech here. Next we have hyperbole. The bottomless sea. Sea is called here bottomless, means exaggerated. Okay, this is exaggeration. बहुत ही जहाँ पे बढ़ा चढ़ा के कहते हैं वहाँ पे ये figure of speech होता है. Next we have imagery. In the first line of the poem, soft falling shower gives the reader an image of gentle rain. एक image हमारे mind में बनने लगती है किसकी? Gentle rain की. So हम कह सकते हैं कि figure of speech, imagery is there in those lines. That was all about this poem. Thank you everybody for watching.